before mixing, no? So if naatay tulo ka categories diri, we have the P1M1 or the pressure one, the mass one, we have the volume one, we have the R1, okay? Because managlahi po daw sometimes, for example, natay air, natay carbon dioxide mix. Okay, so line-line. Or we have the nitrogen or oxygen, carbon or oxygen mix. Okay, pwede, no? Managlahi taog R. We have also the P2, okay? PM2, the V2, the R2, the T2, and the N2. So, akong i-include diriya, guys, okay, unsa ning N, that is the moles. Okay, pwede, no? And we have the third one, or the third gas. We have the P3, we have the pressure 3, M3, B3, R3, P3, and the N3. Okay, so after mixing anang tulo, okay, if naana siya sa chamber, for example, if this is a chamber, okay, na 1, diha, 2, and 3. Okay, diha ang ato ang gimixan, no? If this is the chamber. Okay, of course, natay gitawag yun nga product. Okay, kumbaga, adto ta sa combustion, mao ni atong mga reactants, okay, mao ni atong products. Okay, so therefore guys, for the mixing, okay, we have this, the PMMM, so that is, it means the mixture. Okay, kanang na small m, okay, that is the mixture. We have the, okay, so napay ni apas ato ang, sometimes na din ako i-accept ng mga late, no, kay kaya magputol-putol. Okay, so we have the BM, the RM, the TM, and the NM. Okay, so total pressure, total mass, total volume, total gas constant, total temperature, and the total number of moles. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so let's start with the number of moles. So the number of moles of the component I is denoted as Ni. So meaning to say Ni, guys, is it's either mole 1, mole 2, mole 3, mole 4. So ang kaning I, guys, is designate lang na. Okay? So therefore is this. Okay, so to have the total number of moles or the number of moles of the mixture, just basically the summation of the moles sa imuhang mga gipang mix. So therefore, that is the N1 plus N2 plus N3 and so on and so forth. Okay, so to find the mole fraction, di ba? So familiar na ni siya, no? Okay, to find the mole fraction, just basically of this. To find the percent mole fraction sa atong 0.1 or kaning gas 1, okay? That is N1 over the NM or the total. Okay? To find the percent N2, that is N2 over the N total. Okay? To find the percent N3, that is equal to the N3 over the N total or the total number of moles of the mixture. Okay, so where N1 is number of moles at gas 1, N2 number of moles at the gas 2, we have the N3 is number of moles at the gas 3, and the percent NO is percent mole fraction at gas 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, so muna ito ang dili angay niya kalimtan. Okay, so ayan. Okay, to find the sum of the mole fraction, so always remember, guys, that is unity. What do you mean by unity? That is equal to 1. So if ever in-solve ninyo, guys, di na siya mo equal to 1 na kay mali. Okay, always, that is equal to 100%. Okay, always remember her because that is a unity. Okay, so number 2. A mixture is also characterized in terms of the mass of each component, which is atong I, no? Which is denoted as Mi. Okay, therefore, the mass of the mixture is this. Okay? Just basically the summation lang gihapon, okay? And every gases nga ato ang gi-add. We have the M1 plus M2 plus the M3. Okay, so, and of course, no, asa nakuhaon, later on may bawa na to. And always remember, gapon, no, we have the PVMRT. Diba? So, makita gapon na to diya ang mass. Okay, so mana, that is the continuation also for the thermo 1 because naman di ang ato ang gas flow. Okay, so ayan. Okay, for the mass fraction, no? So ganiha is naatay mole fraction. Okay, next is the mass fraction. So therefore, guys, we have to solve for the percent mass at gas 1. Okay, M1 over the total mass. And for the percent mass at gas 2, okay, that is M2 over the total mass. we have for the percent mass at gas 3, we have M3 over the mm. Okay, or the total mass of the mixture. Okay, so ayan. So therefore, guys, that is, and always remember, guys, for the percent, okay, for the mass fraction, guys, is unity also. Okay, mo total gyapon na siya og 100%. So if safety at gyapon ka, if di mo makuha 100%, sa mean to say na wrong sa mo ang solution. Okay, so ayan. Okay, M1 is mass of gas 1, M2 is mass of gas 2, M3 is mass of gas 3, percent M1, so ayan, at gas 1, and so on and so forth. Okay, so for number 3, we have, okay, in terms of the molecular weight. Also, first is ato ang the moles, the mass, and the molecular weight. So, anong ako man yung ang tulo because kanin tulo related. Okay, no? So, as we go on in this slide, no? So, okay, with regards to the molecular weight, okay, how to solve for the molecular weight? Basically, that is from the formula nga mass is equal to the number of moles times the molecular weight. Anong naingon ana man na, sir? Okay, so base maglibog pa ta ba unsa may unit sa molecular weight. Okay, so ang mass na to diriya guys is in, for example, in kilogram. Okay? Ang atong number of moles, di ba, ang unit na is kilomole or mole. Okay? And also remember for the unit of the molecular weight, that is always in kilogram per kilomole. Or that is in gram per mole. Same ra na, no? Same ra nag-value because ma-cancel out raman. Okay, so therefore guys, okay, diya na siya gikuha. Okay, ang ato ang molecular weight, number of moles, and the mass. So if ato ng e-unit analysis guys, okay, the number of moles times the molecular weight just cancel out, so kilogram ang naibilin. Okay, so therefore guys, to find the molecular weight, okay, therefore guys, to find the molecular weight, that is equal to m over n. That's why nakita niyo ang unit guys, that is in kilogram per kilomole. Okay, so ayan. Okay, and we have this formula. Okay, to finding the mass of the mixture is kani. Okay, that is the summation of Ni MWI. Okay, or the molecular weight. Okay, so or this. Okay, ayan. Now, so mo na tong formula guys, kani guys ang di na to ang kalimtan. That is for the basic. Okay, and then since we're talking about the mass, so gipakita na lang po diri nako ang pagkuha sa total number of mass in other way. Okay, so kabalo naman ta pag last nga ang atuang mass is M1 plus M2 plus M3. But what if natay given nga molecular weight? So therefore this formula. Okay, so ayan. Ayan. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so para di na ta maglibog. So if yung babantayan guys, okay, diretso na kadiriya. Kaya sometimes guys, na maglibog pa unsa unit sa molecular weight. Mga gina ang malipatan na to. Okay, I think before. Okay, mo ano yung atong malipatan. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so ayan, so gi-add lang ang tanan. Okay, the fourth one is to find the molecular weight of the mixture na. Okay, for the mixture na. So therefore, is also defined that, okay, same gihapon guys, okay, but dapat ang imong N is the mixture or the total number of moles, and for the molecular weight, so ayan, total gihapon siya, and of course, the total mass, or NMWM is equal to MM. So if imo na i-rewrite, or just basically the molecular weight of the mixture, that is equal to the mass of the mixture over the, okay, number of moles of the mixture. Or if ganahan ka og kuan, okay, magtinagsata or imong itingog, okay, pwede ka ani. Okay, pwede ka ani. So if imong tanawon guys for the formula in finding the molecular weight of the mixture, that is the summation of the percent N times the molecular weight. Okay? That is the summation. So therefore guys, if para makuha na to ang imong molecular weight is this. Okay? Tagaan kag percent N, okay, sa imong gas 1, then molecular weight sa gas 1, okay, plus the percent N sa imong gas 2, then molecular weight sa gas 2. About, I think about naman ta pagkuha sa molecular weight guys, no? Okay, of the gas. And of course, plus the percent N3, then the molecular weight of 3. So, if inyo nakita diri guys, no, na siya percent volume. Okay, because ang percent N na to is equivalent to the percent volume. Tinod ba guys? Yes, no? Because if inyo makita guys, that is mole. And take note, the mole is considered as the volume. Okay, so, di ba, i-recall lang. Okay, so, unsa itong timanan kani. Okay, and we have this. Na. And of course, the basic. Ayaw kalimti ang basic. Okay, yan, no? Molecular weight at gas 1. Okay, molecular weight gas 2 and molecular weight gas 3. So, MW3 and MWM, that is the total molecular weight. Okay, or in the mixture. Okay, so there's a relation, no, for between the mass fraction and the mole fraction. So kanilang, no, ato ang dili ang ngayon kalimtan. Okay, so MWI in any gas gas point or gas 1, gas 2 over the total molecular weight, then percent of the mole fraction of gas in any gas is equal to the percent mass of any gas. Okay, so again, molecular weight of any gas over the total molecular weight of the mixture times the percent mole fraction of any gas is equal to the percent mass of any gas. So, kanang again, kanang I guy that is designated as any gas. Okay, unsa nga gas. Or kani. Okay, pwede kani. Okay, that's the relation sa duha. Okay, so saguan lang. Okay, so next, we have the apparent gas constant for the mixture is defined as. Okay, so when we say apparent guy, that is the RM. Okay, so ayan. So kana in solving sa kuan guys, 'di ba in the PV MRT. MRT. Okay? Kaning R guy, that is the RM or that is gitawag na tog apparent. Okay? In the PV and RT, kani gid ang gas constant. Kani siyang R is apparent na siya guys. Mahog na siyang apparent. 'Di ba if you remember in the MRT mag-divide pa kag molecular weight diri ah. 'Di ba nainundon niyo guys, no? So therefore that is the apparent. Okay, ang yang gas constant guys is katong 8.314. Okay, so going back this, okay? To find the apparent gas constant for the mixture, that is the RM is equal to the R over the molecular weight of the mixture. So kabalo naman ta sa ni pagkuha. Okay, so paglas, no? Same paglas sa formula. Okay, so or if ganan ka og shortcut, okay, to find the RM, that is the summation of the percent mass of any gas times the gas constant of the any gas. Okay, so therefore guys is this. Percent mass at gas 1 times the R1 plus the percent mass at R2 at 0.2 times the R2 plus the percent mass at 0.3 or the gas 3 is times the R3. Okay, so pwede ka ani shortcut ka ani. Okay, so if ever no, because depende man na ihatag sa problem, no? If mahatag ba siya percent mass or mahatag ba siya og percent volume. Okay, so depende na. Okay, so ayan. Ayan, no? So mo na to ang ato ang mga units or ato ang mga para dito maglibog noon sa nga mga variable nga naa diha. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so number 6, we have the volume of the mixture. So that we have the Amagat's law. Okay, for the Amagat's law, guys, that is states that the total volume of the mixture is equal to the sum of the volumes of different gases at the mixture of pressure and temperature. So mean to say, kanilang. Okay, that is the summation lang gihapon of any gas. Okay, V1 plus V2 plus the V3. Okay, or kanika. Okay, so asa sa gikuha, that is in the PV MRT ra. Okay, no? So in the PV MRT. Okay, so if yung mo nakita guys, that is iyang gikuan, no? Same no ang atong temperature gi-equal lang yung temperature, gi-equal lang po niya ang pressure. Kaya pwede man no, for example, ang imong carbon same lang gyapon og pressure sa oxygen pag mix. Okay, same lang. So therefore, iyang gipalabas ang temperature and the pressure. Okay, so pag same niya guys, so ang itabo is this. Okay? Ang itabo is this. Okay, that is a summation of the mR. Okay, that is from the Amagat's law. So pwede nimo makuha tagsa-tagsa ang ato ang volume. Okay? Tagsa-tagsa only. Okay, ayan no. So mo na to ang the definition of each variable nga to ang gigamit. Okay, so okay, to find any percent volume at any gas. Okay, so percent volume at the gas 1, V1 over Vm. Percent volume at the gas 2, that is V2 over the Vm. Or at the V3, percent volume at V3 is V3 over Vm. Okay, that's the total gas. Okay, so we have the relation. Okay, if the percent volume to percent mole. Okay, so equal. Okay, so asa na siya gi-derive? That is derived from the Amagat's law. Okay, so always remember the percent volume is equal to the percent number of moles or percent mole or the mole fraction. Okay, so ayan. Therefore, the V1 over the Vm is equal to the N1 over the Nm. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so ayan. Okay, for the next is the total pressure of the mixture using the Dalton's law. Okay, so for the Dalton's law, okay, so makita to guys, same lang gyapon sa Amagat's law, i-add lang nimo tagsa. Okay, ayan. To get the partial pressure of any gas. So for example, tagaan ra ka og total pressure, okay, then tagaan ka og percent volume or percent mass, okay, makuha na to ang partial pressure. So i-term siya og partial pressure guys, no? Mean to say at point 1 at or ang gas 1 at gas 2 at gas 3. So partial pressure ang yang gi-term ana. Okay, so for example, we have the CO2 and we have the CH4, okay? Ang i-term niya na is the partial pressure of CO2, and we have also the partial pressure of CH4. Okay, so mo na ang iyang gigamit nga term. Okay, partial pressure. Okay, mean to say the PM is the summation of the partial pressure of all the gases. Okay, so how to find? Okay, so the pressure at gas 1, so therefore that is percent volume at gas 1 times the PM. Okay, or the total pressure of the mixture. Okay, for the point 2 or the gas 2, we have this. And for the gas 3 is this. Okay, the percent volume of point 3 times the PM. That is to find the pressure 3. Okay, so if na tagsa. Okay, and if not given guys ang total pressure, just use the 101.325 kPa. If dili siya ihatag. Pero if ihatag siya sa given, so just use it. Okay, so this is just the standard lang. Okay, so ayan. Okay, we have the conversion. I think no mo na itong familiar. I think familiar kayo na to, no? Kanina conversion of the volume to mass and the vice versa. Okay, so but unsa din siya? Okay, so in any gas, to find the mass of any gas is equal to the percent volume of any gas times the molecular weight of any gas. Okay, so therefore, guys, is this. M1 is equal to percent volume at gas 1 times the molecular weight at gas 1. Okay, in point 2 or the gas 2, that is percent volume of the gas 2 times the molecular weight of the gas 2. Okay, we have at point 3, so that is M3 is equal to percent volume at point 3 times the molecular weight at the point 3. Okay, so, and guys, always remember, okay, if ato na i-unit analysis, tanaw na to ha, that is unitless. And ang nakita ni mo dire guys, that is in molecular weight. So therefore guys, that is in kilogram per kilomole. Sir, confusing lagi sir, no? Kaya nga naman, ang unit sa mass dapat in kilogram. But nga nung kanima natong gigamit sir, no? In shortcut lang. Okay, so meaning to say guys, meaning to say is this, okay? Napatay kulang ani. Okay? Para naakay para ma-solve nimo ang mass ani, kinahanglan pa nimo ang total number of, okay? Again to solve the M1, okay? At gas 1, kinahanglan pa nimo need nimo ang total number of moles. Kinahanglan pa nimo na sa tagsa nila. Main kasi dili na diretso nga mao ni ang M1 gyud because that is per unit of moles. per mole pa na siya. Okay, nganong naingon ana man ang per mole? Per asa ni gikan nga nganong kani manggid ang gigamit nga formula? No, nganong kana manggid ang gamiton? Okay, so that is a shortcut. But asa man nagikuha? Okay? Diba guys, remember for the formula we have the N1 times the molecular weight 1 is equal to the mass 1. Remember, no? Okay? So if para mapalabas na to ni siya guys, okay, ako ni siya i-divide both side by nm. Okay, nakita no? Ako ni siyang i-divide og nm. So therefore guys, we have the m1 over the nm is equal to the n1 molecular weight 1 over the nm. Okay? Therefore, we have the mi or m1, I mean, that is not mi ha, m1. Okay? The m1 over the nm is equal to the percent, the n1 over the nm, that is the percent n times the molecular weight 1. Okay? So therefore, guys, we have the m1 over the nm is equal to, and always remember, the percent n is equal to the percent volume of any gas times the molecular weight 1. So if inyo nakita, guys, mao ni siya nga formula, which is mo gigamit diri Again guys, ako lang ipakita sa inyo ha about the unit analysis lang para mas masabtan nato. Kaya if moingon mo nga if ipapangita ninyo ang if for example sa problem ipapangita ang mass nya kani inyong gamiton mali na. Nya dapat in kilograms man. So kulang pa inyong answer. Dapat pangitaon pa nimo ang number of moles. So therefore guys, diri na to makita na ang kaning nga formula guys is per unit total number of moles. Okay? Per unit total number of moles. Okay, so na-gets? Hopefully na-gets, guys. So kay inigabot sa problem, okay, basi maglibog ta ba unsa pagkuha sa mass 1 nya in terms of kilograms. So pwede ka ani pangitaon lang limang total number of moles. Okay, but nganong kani siya okay man kay ni siya gamiton in terms of finding the percent mass. Okay, so because ang atong percent or ang atong number of moles guys ma-cancel out ra. Okay, so that's why, di ba? Ang kani siya, for example, the M1 is kani. Ang M2 nimo is equal to percent volume 2 and the molecular volume of 2, molecular weight of at gas 2. Okay? And take note again, same gyapon in kilogram per kilomole. Di ba guys, if pangitaw na to ang percent mass, okay, for example at gas 1, M1 over the total number of moles or total number of the mass, okay, the total mass. And also remember, napanay per kilogram. Pero if ato nang iingon ani, di ba guys, ma-cancel out ra ang kilomole. So therefore, ma-useless ra siya ang ihang total number of moles. Okay? So mo ni ang gamiton which is to be the shortcut lang pag-solve. But in finding the individual mass, okay, magamit ni siya if naatay total number of moles. Okay, so ako lang ipakita again. Okay, nganong ningon ani ang atong formula sad. And of course, unsay needed para makuha na tong individual masses. Okay, so because ang kani nga mass guys, okay, different siya sa tuang previous na kani. Kani ha, different ni ani ha. Okay, asa to? Kani. Okay, different na ni because this unit in kilograms na ni siya. Ito nga unit ganiha is in kilogram per kilomole pa to. Okay, so bantay ang yung difference. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so next we have the percent volume or the volume to mass. Okay, mass to volume di. Okay, mass to volume. Okay, so in finding that is the V1 is equal to the percent mass of Mi over the molecular weight of any gas. Okay, so therefore guys is this. Okay, but naagya pun tayo kulang. Okay? Because if ato ng i-unit analysis, okay, this is unitless ang babaw, 1 over that is in kilogram per kilomole. So therefore, saka ang kilomole, So therefore, this is in kilomole per kilogram. And take note, this is per total mass. If there is a babaw, per unit total of the moles, there is a ubos na pod is to find the volume of each gases, dapat i-multiply pa nimo og per total mass. Okay, so if ato na i-find ang iyang for the unit analysis ana niya or asa na siya nahitabo, same gyapon sa operation aning number 8. Okay, so giunsa na siya pagkuha nga formula, gingon ani lang gyapon. We have this N is equal to molecular weight is equal to mm. Okay, or mi lang, m1. Kaya na. Okay, so therefore, to find the N1 is equal to the molecular weight, mass there, I mean, over the molecular weight. No? So, okay, so therefore, guys, if ako na siyang i-divide, since percent mass man na ito ipalabas diri, ako na i-divide og total number of mass. Okay, total number of mass. So therefore, guys, is we have N1 over the total mass is equal to the M1 over the total mass, that is the percent mass, over the molecular weight of any or at gas 1. Okay? And always remember, ang N na to dire, guys, is considered as in moles or that is in volume. So therefore, ang nahitabo nga formula is N1 over the total number of mass is equal to the percent mass of the gas 1 over the molecular weight at gas 1. So if imong tan-awon, guys, okay, that's the reason why ang unit ani niya is per kilogram, because that is per unit of total mass. Okay? Per total mass pa na siya. Okay? So that's why ang formula na to is this. Okay? And same lang gihapon sa ato ang volume nganong kanimang gid atong gamiton para shortcut, because in finding the percent volume, for example, at gas 1, okay, volume 1 over the total volume, okay, if may mo matanawon is ma-cancel out ra gihapon siya ang iyang per unit of kilogram. Ma-cancel out ra gihapon, so ma-useless ra gihapon. Okay, so that's why makuha ra nato dayon ang percent volume. Okay, so diha nagikan ang formula, ha, no, basin matingala mo ba nganong lahi man gid ang yang unit analysis. Okay, nganong lahi man, because napasay kulang. Okay, so ayan, no, I think maoro man dito, no. Okay, for the gas mixture. Okay, so let's have the example. Or do you have any concern ba sa question tuwang discussion about the gas mixture? Okay, if none, can you type 2 if pala? Para proceed sa example. Okay, can you type 2 if wala na may question about the gas mixture? And I think guys, no, that is just a review gihapon sa inyo, ha. I think master na siguro. Okay, type 2, wala na. Okay, get your calculator, tabangi ko solve. Okay, gas mixed with the percent mass has 35%. Okay, guys, ni term siya og percent mass. Okay, ni term siya og percent mass. And always remember the guys, no, is natay duha din, no. Natay gitawag og gravimetric analysis. Napo tay volumetric analysis. Okay, when we say gravimetric, that is mass na, and this is volume. When we say molal basis, that is volume sana. Okay, because that is in terms of moles. Kani guys, so mo na to ang bantayan, ha. So, and I think no nakuha na gyapon ninyo sa inyong combustion, no? So kanila naton timo nang when we say gravimetric, that is mass, volumetric, so in terms of volumes na siya. Okay, so let's start with number 1. Okay, excuse me. Gas mixed with a percent mass has the 35% of CO2 and 65% of CH4. Find the following. Find the percent volume of each gas For letter B, we have the molecular weight of the mixture. Letter C is the R of the mixture. And we have letter D is the partial pressure of each gas if the atmospheric pressure is 100 kPa. Okay, so let's solve first. Okay, we have the percent mass, percent M na lang, no? Okay, we have the given. Okay, we have the percent mass of the CO2 is equal to the 35%. Okay, and we have the percent mass of CH4 is equal to 65. Okay, 65%. Okay, to find the percent volume, okay, so dapat solvo na to find the percent volume of the CO2 is kuhaon na to ang volume sa CO2 over the total volume. Okay? And of course, to find the volume of the CH4, kuhaon na to ang ihang volume of the CH4 over the total volume. Okay, so we will use this is the formula. Okay? Okay, so therefore guys, first is itong kuhaon ng CO2. Okay? So for the volume of the CO2 is equal to the percent mass of CO2 all over the molecular weight of CO2. Okay, so therefore guys, is dito ta. Okay? To find the the percent volume of the CO2 is nanatay 0.35 all over. Okay, pila molecular weight sa CO2 guys? Sige daw.
44, sir.
Okay, 44. Okay, 44 siya because there are only 1 atoms of carbon and that is the mass niya is 12. Plus, there are 2 atoms of the oxygen and the mass niya is 16, that is 32. So 12 plus 32 is 44. Okay, so I hope guys ang uban nakakuha na. Okay, pila ni guys? Sige daw, kalkyo. Scientific notation lang ni guys I think scientific notation ni.
0.00795, sir.
1.00.
Really, sir.
Pila ni? Pila?
0.00795.
795. So, imora din yung decimal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is in kilomole per... Mo na gini ang exact. Pero na pa ni sumpay.
Nice sumpay, sir, taas.
Ikuan B, scientific notation B.
7.9545 times 10 to negative
9545.
3.
Okay, kanilang times to the power of negative 3 para mas mo less ang atong error. 7.9545 times 10 to the power of negative 3, that is in kilomole per kilogram. Okay, so next is to find the CH4, that is the percent mass of the CH4 over the molecular weight of the CH4. That is equal to 0.65. Okay, molecular weight of CH4 guys. Pila? Molecular weight, pila?
16.
16. Okay, because there are only 1 atoms of carbon. Okay, and that is the mass niya is 12. And the H is have 4 atoms and only atomic mass of 1. So 4, so 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay, so therefore, pila ni guys?
.040625.
Ikuan daw, scientific notation.
Mauna na, sir.
Mga rigapon, sir.
0.0406.
25.
0406.
25.
25.
Or 5. So, mo yung exact yun.
25 sir.
25, sir.
25. 625.
0625.
Kana, sir.
Okay, so mo ang exact. So, therefore, that is in kilomole per kilogram. Okay, so therefore, guys, nanatay tagsa ka volume per unit of total mass. So, therefore, guys, makuha na to ang percent volume of each gases. So, Ay, wala din ako ni mabutangig ko ano. Wait sa guys ha. Keep. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so therefore guys, is we have to find the percent volume of the CO2 is equal to the volume of the CO2 over the volume of the mixture. And we have to find the volume of the CH4 is equal to the volume of the CH4 over the VM. Okay, so therefore, the percent volume of the CO2 is equal to, okay, pila man tong CO2 na to, that is 7.9545 times 10 to the power of negative 3 all over 7.9545 times 10 to the power of negative 3 plus, okay, since that is the total, we have 0.040625. Okay, so therefore guys, pila ito ang percent volume sa CO2?
Okay.
24.62, sir.
24.62.
Yes, sir.
Okay, second the motion.
0.1637.
Ana pa'y sumpay ni.
Pareho may sir.
0.6
Sir, sir.
7.
Ang answer
Di na mga, sir.
Dini mo, pila di ang answer?
0.16, sir.
0.1637.
37. Kani. Okay, so i-recheck to imo hang ano tong naingon ani to na nato to imong answer. Okay, so therefore guys, ang ato ang BO2 is 16.37%. Okay, so mo na ato ang kwan. Okay, so therefore guys, is next is to find the volume, percent volume of the CH4 is equal to the 0.040625. I-divide na to og 0.040625 plus 7.9545 times 10 to the power of negative 3. So, again guys, wala na ako gipakita ang unit analysis kay makancel out ra gyapon. Okay, so therefore, pila mo na itong CH4?
0.84, sir.
Pila?
0.84.
I-kuhan na siya, E4.
83.8362.
62. 63. Dili siya
63.
63. Okay.
63, sir.
Okay, guys, para tanaw guys ang anong is 63 because that is in CH4 diya, that is 83.63%. That is total of 100%. Nakita ninyo? Okay,
Yes,
that is
sir.
100%. Okay, so therefore guys, mo niya to ang letter A. So the answer is mo niya tong percent volume. Okay? Sa CO2 and mo niya to ang sa CH4. Okay, for letter B. Okay, that's letter B. Okay, so ayan. Okay, so the molecular weight of the mixture. Okay guys, how to find the molecular weight of the mixture? Sige daw. How to find the molecular weight of the mixture?
8.14 over R, sir.
8.314 over R.
Yun, sir.
Okay, so over R. So mean to say, kuhaan pa na to ang RM. Pangita man po during R, guys. So, magdoble na imuhang huna-huna, no? No, wag yun ko'y R. Okay, so, just review for the formula. That is the percent N of the summation of percent N of the molecular weight. Nainumdum ba? Okay, so in any gas, so therefore guys, that is the molecular weight of the mass of the mixture. That is, and take note, the percent N is equal to unsa? Percent volume. So therefore, we have the percent volume of the CO2, the molecular weight of the CO2, plus the ansa? Plus the percent volume of the CH4 times the molecular weight of the CH4. Okay, so nakita ba guys?
Sir.
Okay, so ato i-recall ba itong tanan ng formula. Sakto ba ta? Okay, so wanan. Di na day siya mo kuan mo next. Okay, so ato i-recall dere guys. Sakto ba ta? Tara. Tara. Okay, and that is equal to the percent volume. Okay, so always remember ha, that is equal to the percent volume. So, and for the R, is mo na itong R. Since na naman tayo percent M, ditso na lang ta. Okay? So, ayan, pwede rata o diretso. Or katong giingon pod nga sa formula ganiha nga diretso rap nga katong R. So, ayan. Okay, so therefore guys, to find the molecular weight of the mass of the mixture is 0.16 una-una kong CO2 37 times the molecular weight of the CO2 pila to 44 plus the we have 0.8363 ay akong tarungon sa 8363 times the 16. Okay, pila ito ang total molecular weight of the mixture, guys?
14.056. 0356.
0,
0356.
0.356 kani. Okay, second motion mo ba ni? Uy. Mo ba ni, guys?
Wait sir. Kulag 4. 20
Okay,
days sir.
check daw.
20.
20, sir.
5.86.
20.58, sir.
Wala nga nag-4.
5,
Okay, 20.5836.
5836.
5.83.
Sakto na sir.
Kani.
Yes sir.
Okay, so akong iklaro og suwat ha. 20.5836. Therefore, that is in kilograms per kilomole. Okay, so nakita ba guys? Okay, no, so nakita na. Okay, so therefore guys, mo na niya to ang So guys, unsa inyong nabantayan for the total molecular weight of the mixture, guys? Namoy nabantayan sa ihang process. Sige daw, try to check daw. Okay, naa siya guys. Okay, ako ipakita ninyo ha. Nganong malink ni siya sa mass. Okay, so ako ipakita sa inyo guys. Di guys, nakainomdom mo guys sa ato ang gitawag nga to find the percent or the mass 1, ako lang na ipakita, i-add lang na ko ha, is equal to the percent volume of 1 times the molecular weight of the volume of 1. Then, if ato po ta sa M2, that is the percent volume of 2, then the molecular weight of the 2, or the second gas. So, if ato lang i-add, guys, di ba MM ang gyapon na? Sakto ba? MM.
Yes sir.
So, unsay nakalayan lang. Okay, ang inani may tabo. In solving the total molecular weight, mura ra kagasolve sa tagsa sa imong mass, din i-add lang nimo. Okay, nakita? Because, ang kani atong total mass nga makuha ani is per unit total number of moles. And take note, since the total, ang makuha man nato ani guys, kani if ato ni total, is mm over nt, and that is the molecular weight. Nakuha. Okay, so para di mo maglibog to find the molecular weight, okay, i-recall ang inyong pagkuha sa tagsa sa mass. I-add di mo na that is molecular weight na. Okay, if in case malimot ta. Okay, if malimot ta sa molecular weight. So same ra na siya in finding the total number of mass in this formula. Ani. Okay, so kana. Okay, so next, letter C. So the letter C is, unsa tagi pangita guys? The R of the mixture. So the RM is equal to the R over the molecular weight of the mixture. So that is, okay, pila value sa R ganito guys? 8.314 unit. Unsa unit daw?
Kilojoule per kilogram.
kilogram,
Kelvin.
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 Okay. All over, itong tanawon hag, sakto ba na? The total molecular weight ninyo is 20.5836. That is in kilogram per kilomole. Okay, so ayan. Okay guys, unsa may nakita ninyo sa atong conversion? If ato nang unit analysis. Saka si kilomole ang may tabo, that is in kilojoules kilomole over Kelvin. Sakto ba? Oh yes, cancel mo ng kilogram. So natay mali sa tong unit. Okay, going back to the PV diagram, manong mali ni? Going back to the PV is equal to the MRT. Okay, unit of the pressure guys is in kilonewton per square meter. Unit of the volume is in cubic meter. Okay, is equal to the unit of the M that is in mass in kilogram. And unit of the R is in kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. Okay, mo yung answer, no? Times the Kelvin. Okay, for the unit analysis, guys, is cancel out na to ni 1 na lang, so that is in kilojoules.
Kimol Kelvin na, sir.
Asa, dapat, okay, dapat, unsa?
Kikal.
Kikal? Kani? Kana? Kilocalories?
Ay, kilojoule, dili, sir. Kilojoule per kimol, sir. Kimol Kelvin.
Okay, that is a kilomole Kelvin, no? So dapat guys, kilomole ni siya diri. Di na kilogram. In the standard formula or the unit, that is in kilojoules per kilomole Kelvin. Okay, ako ipakita sa inyo ang ano, mo na ni. If inyo nakita diri guys, if atong unit analysis ang PV MRT, 'di ba, is naka-decide mo ang R, and again, that is the apparent, not the standard. Na gets? Because ang kaning R nga inyong gipasabot mo na ni ang RM or the R of any or any gases. Kay di ba mabantay yung i-divide siya kilogram per kilomole, the molecular weight. Or going back arita sa ato ang PV is equal to the nRT. Kanina, this is sometimes yung good in the problem or in the PPD, butangan ni siya og bar diri sa babaw. So meaning mo ginang universal. Okay? So if ato ng unit analysis guys, kilonewton per square meter and cubic meter is equal to the number of moles in kilomole, and mo na itong standard, that is in kilojoules per kilomole Kelvin. Then times the Kelvin, so therefore cancel out ni 1 na siya, cancel out ang kimol, cancel out ang Kelvin. So therefore, that is kilojoules is equal to kilojoules. Okay, so hopefully guys, makita ninyo or di kita mga malimot sa universal standard for the gas constant. Okay, kanilang, no? If malimot ta sa unit, kanilang. I-unit analysis na lang. Okay, so kay because dapat makabalo mo ani guys no the standard kay what if ipa-convert na to English? Wa na. No nya nagkilomol ka, nagkilogram na day ka diha. Nya standard pa na. Sipyat na ka. Okay, so guys, ako lang gipa-recall sa inyo. So therefore, dapat kilomole na para inigsaka sa babaw ana guys, makancel ang kilomole. Therefore, ang atong unit ana is kilojoules per kilogram Kelvin. Mo na ning gamiton sa PBMRT. Di ba? So mo na siya. So okay, pila ang answer ani? I5 decimal ha?
0.4391, sir.
91. 0.4391. Okay, so ayan. So therefore, mo na
40,
ito ang
sir?
R.
40. Yes, sir.
40, sir. 40391.
43 mo na ako nadungog no. So, ayan. Okay ka na. Okay, so
391, sir.
4391, sir.
4.39, sir.
39.
ay wait. Ay sa wait sa
40391.
ano man akong kuan. Oy, ano man ni. Okay dara. Okay, 40
391.
391.
391 guys, sorry. So nabungo lang yung maestro. Okay, so that is 40391. Okay guys, ato daw i-solve siya using other formulas to finding the RM. Okay? Kung sa itong finding the RM guys, other formulas. percent mass of the CO2, molecular weight R of the CO2, plus the percent mass of the CH4, the R of the CH4. Okay, asa na siya gikuha daray? Okay, pakita ha. Ako i-review lang balik. Okay, so kani nga formula. Ako i-check ba if same ba? Kani dara. The percent mass of any gas times the R1 at gas 1, then M2 percent M2 then R2. Okay, ato na i-try if same ba. Okay, so sige atong solbon current slide. Okay, so we have the RM is equal to, since ang CO2 is 0.35 man to ang percent mass times, okay, the CO2 guys, that is 8.314 over the molecular weight niya is pila?
44.
44.
44, sir.
Okay, 44. Plus 0.65 divide na to na bog 8.314 i-divide na ko og 16. Sige daw guys, same ba og answer?
0.40. 389, sir.
389?
Yes, sir. 389.
Okay, so niligas na siya sa decimal places lang. So same ra gihapon. Okay? Because wala man ta mag-exact diri ah. Kung ato na i-exact guys, mo same na ani. Okay, so it's either anang duha asa mo pili. Okay? It's either anang duha asa mo pili. Okay, so ayan. Okay, aratas letter D. Ito nang i-box og kuan B. Okay, so ayan. Letter, I think nakulangan tanong. Masodra siguro ng letter D diri class. Letter D is partial pressure of each gas. Dali ra, no? So, we have the PCO2 is equal to the percent volume of CO2 times the PM. We have the P of the CH4 is equal to the percent volume of the CH4 times the PM. Okay, so therefore we have the PCO2 is equal to 0.1637 ba to? For the volume. Sa to? 1637, no? Okay, times 100. So therefore guys, ang ato ang peak CO2 is equal to the 16.37 kPa. And for the PCH4 is equal to 0.83 8363 times 100% or 100 I mean. Therefore the PCH4 nato is 83.63 kPa. Okay, so mo na to ang partial pressure. So if you remember guys, sa ato ang sa inyong combo, okay, di ba napoy partial pressure, same ra ni ani. But ang nabantayan ninyo guys dito in terms of mole. Di ba? Nakita nyo guys in terms of mole. It's because ang percent volume na to equal mo ni sa percent and or the number of moles. So mo to nga inigabot niya sa combo, pasolve mo tagsa-tagsa ka number of moles. Kay kinahanglan siya in solving the partial pressure. Mo to total number of moles over the mole of the water over the total number of moles. Okay, so because tungod ana. Okay, so I know that is in the first problem. Next, okay, try to solve daw. Okay, i-try daw nag-solve ninyo ang kamo na po i-solve. Sige, try to solve. Tagaan ta mog time. Okay, try to solve the number 2. Okay, so ito yung mga 10 minutes. Try na to 10 minutes. So, tulo na siya ka-gases. Okay, solve ha, solve. Okay, calculate tanan ha. Para mas makat-on good.
Yes, sir.
Sus, late naman kain niya eh. Okay, pila yung answer guys. Okay, tagay ko. Ari tauna sa letter A.
Sa A, sir, kay sa oxygen is 8%, sir?
8%.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so sige na, ihorot lang pila ang imuhang
Nitrogen, ang
M2.
N2 is 11.2, sir, percent.
Ang imuhang CO2
Is 15.4.
Okay, so next for the molecular weight. Okay, pila answer sa molecular weight?
Solving pa, sir. Wala pa naman.
Okay, kinsay nakakuha sa molecular weight?
Sakto kayo answer sa A, sir.
Okay,
Sir,
so
kanang,
unsay mali sa A?
Sir, sa A, sir, kay ang
di ba,
Kuha, sir, kay 35.33%.
Okay, so lain-lain. Sige, atong solbon guys.
Nilog mixture sa volume, sir.
Okay, so ato ang solvon for the letter A. So for the given is we have the percent volume of the O2 is equivalent to 25%. The percent volume of the N2 is equal to 40%. And for the percent volume of the CO2, that is 35%. Okay, so since namay ni mali sa atong tanawon ni, okay, insay sakto. Okay, so i-check lang inyo ha if sakto basad. And of course, kinahanglan pod nako ang inyong supportan. Okay, so for the percent mass, so to find the percent or the mass of the O2 or the percent mass of the O2, that is mass of the O2 all over the total mass of the mixture. Percent mass of the N2 is equal to the mass of the N2 over the total mass. We have the percent mass of the CO2 is equal to the mass of the CO2 over the total mass. Okay, so for the formula, okay, so naman tayo formula atong O2 to start is equal to the percent volume of the O2 times the molecular weight of the O2. O2 na siya guys ha. So therefore guys, for the O2 is equivalent to, okay, na naman tayo percent volume was 0.25. Okay. Molecular weight of the O2, that is, pila? 32. Okay, so pila man ni guys?
8, sir.
0.25 times
8%.
32.
8, sir.
8 ni siya.
8, sir.
Okay, di pa na mo ang percent.
Eight.
That is 8 pa na. That is in kilogram per kilomole. Mao pa na iyang mass per unit total of moles. Okay, so di pa na ang ladritsong percent. Okay, so we have the next is mass of the N2 is equal to the percent volume of the N2 times the molar weight of the N2. Okay, mass of the N2 is equivalent to, we have the N2 is 0.4 times 28, no? Ato ang molecular weight sa N2. Pila ni?
11.2. 11.2.
11.2. That is in
11.2.
kilogram per kilomole. Okay, so we have for the MCO2 is equivalent to percent volume of the CO2 molecular weight of this CO2. So therefore, the MCO2 is equivalent to 0.35 times the CO2. Pila ganito ni guys? 44. Okay, 32 plus 12 no is 44. So therefore guys, pila ni? 0.35.
15.4, sir.
Okay, that is in kilogram per kilomole. Okay, so therefore, nanatay tagsa ka masses. Kana, o kanay. So, therefore, makuha na to ang tagsa ka percent mass. Okay, so therefore, the percent mass of the O2 is equivalent to O2. That is 8. Okay, 8 over 8 plus, i-total na to ang tulo, 11.2 plus 15.4. Okay, pila man ni guys?
23.12%, sir.
23.23,
0.12%.
12, ano na lang, 0. So therefore, this is 23.12%. Okay? So next is to have the percent mass of the N2. Okay, for the N2 is, we have 11.2, no? Okay, 11.2, then 8 plus 11.2 plus 15.4. Okay, pila ni?
0.3237.
0.3237.
0.3237. So therefore, that is equal to 32.37%. Okay, we have the percent mass of the CO2 is equivalent to 15.4, 8 plus 11.2 plus 15.4. Pila ni?
44.51.
0.44.
44.
4451. Sir.
Okay, balik-balik ka.
51, sir.
0.4451.
0.4451.
4451. Sakto ba?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Run.
Okay, no,
Yes,
kay
sir.
Saim basta magsagot. Sige. So therefore, this is 44.51%. Okay, for a total of 100% na siya dapat. Okay, so therefore guys, mo na to ang answer. Okay, try to recheck sa uban if sakto ba. Kasi naatay na malian, so mas may lang natin mali guys no, para atong ma-review balik. Sa tadapita no, nagkamali-mali. Okay. Okay, so next. Okay, wala na yung mo second na motion or mo object ana if mo na ginatong answer.
Sakto, sir. Sakto, sir.
Sakto na, sir.
Sakto na, sir.
Okay, sakto. The next one is the molecular weight of
sir.
the mixture. To find the molecular weight of the mixture, guys, ito yung formula gani, guys. Okay, ito yung formula. Percent volume, the summation of percent volume times the molecular weight of any gas, no? So therefore, guys, we have just simply add lang to nimo kani. Okay, so i-add lang guys, pila ni 8 plus 11.2 plus 15.4, pila man ni?
34.6.
0.6. That is in kilogram per kilomole. Okay, so therefore, mo na itong answer for the molecular weight. Okay. Masodra siguro dali no for letter C. Okay, we have the R of the mixture is equal to the R over the molecular weight of the mixture. So Rm is equal to, we have 8.314 divided over 34.6. Pila ni siya guys ang Rm?
0.24029.
2403.
9. Okay, 9 na lang. Para 5 yun. So that is in kilojoules per kilogram. Okay, so mana itong answer sa ayan. Okay, for letter D. This is the partial pressure of its gas. So wala man siya muhata guys. So just use the PM is 101.325 kPa. Okay, so to find the PO2 is the percent volume of the O2 times the PM. We have the N2 is equal to the percent volume of N2 by on the PM. Okay, the next is PCO2 is the percent volume of the CO2 times the PM. Okay, so i-diretso na lang nato pila ang PO2. Okay, pila? Okay, ang percent volume niya is, tara, 25, 40, 35.
25.33.
25.33.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, pila ang N2? 40 ang ihang kuan. 40 times 101.85.
53, sir.
Pila?
40.53.
Okay. Pila nga to ang PCO2?
35, sir.
35.
46.
Okay, second the motion. Try to recheck.
Sakto na, sir.
Sakto ra?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so therefore mo na ito ang examples for the gas mixture. So basically for the gas mixture guys, no, dali ra no. Okay, by kay ang ato ang timan-an ra gyud is katuang the conversion sa duha, mass to volume, volume to mass, then katong the very basic nga N molecular weight is equal to the mass. Kana ra gyud siya guys, no? For the unit analysis pa gyud. Okay, I think that's the end sa ato ang gas mixture. So gas mixture pa ganito guys, no? Okay, you can do the screenshots. Okay.